All right. I have these all glued in right where the clamps are, and I think they've been glued together long enough. We can go ahead and take these off. So now these are glued in. They're not going anywhere, but I can set my floor on top of them, and that'll give the desired effect. Now, what I don't know is, do I want to put these in here? 2 rows of them, because on the bottom of the loft floor, we're going to have the planking, because that will continue to add more light to the barn floor. So if I were to go this way with it, that's not very realistic, because yes, it would be. Because if I were to go this way with the planking, that is the one that isn't realistic, because you need to, that is the non-realistic, because you want to, maybe it would be. Okay, so how does this work here? This would be the same as those. Okay, so this is the way it would need to go. So I think that would probably, I don't need to put these pieces in here for the floor to be nailed on, theoretically. I think I'm okay if I go this way. So I would to take like this underneath, because this would be the side that would face the first floor. And by looking at the ceiling above me, I can see that the sheets of plywood are going this way. So this would be the correct way to do this. So I don't need to add those other joist braces down below. All right, I've got that figured out. So tomorrow I can go ahead and start gluing that paper to this. Because up here, this is all right, so this will be the kitchen floor. This would be the bedroom floor. And okay, I think I have it figured out. This will be the bedroom floor. This will be the bathroom floor. I'm going to make or divide this up here to about here and make the bathroom. And this will be the kitchen floor. I think that's the way we're going to do it. So I need to write on the back what I'm going to be putting where. I think this looks better as a kitchen. I definitely like that as a bedroom. And then where the bathroom will come out about like this, and I'll make just short walls so you can, you see it's the bathroom. And then right here where the kitchen, excuse me, kitchen and bedroom meet, I'll have the two papers come here. I don't think I want to make a third color or a fourth color on the floor. So let me show you what it's going to look like. And for the wood up here, for this, I've got some granite gray, but it's a satin finish. It's not flat like everything else is. And that's what the bedroom will look like. I like that. All right, so this is what I've chosen to go with the kitchen wallpaper. I like that. This is the way it would have looked with a checkered. I don't mind that either. And put this for the bathroom. I'm gonna have to think about it. I was looking at this now, trying to make sure I have everything done down here I need to do, because I'm ready to put the floor on. And I'm done with the stall. I believe I'm done with the tack room. I started making little odds and ends to go in the tack room. And I made some leg wraps for the horse. Right now I just have them laying on the workbench. I have the ribbons, the horse's one, hanging on the wall here. I have the calendar over here. Chicken's food dishes are in there, and I moved the hay bales inside. The hay bales are moved inside with the cat laying on it to keep it out of the rain. And the barn cart is parked there. I'm thinking I may want to move the saddle over here and put the hay along here. I'm thinking, but that's, I have more hay drying. I have more hay out in the sun drying. The lights are all in. I think we're ready. Okay, I have the bottom with the planks on it. And up here on this side, I folded it over so that you wouldn't see the edge of the wood. You'll look at it on the barn and you'll just see the white planking. So let's go ahead and put this in so I can get the back roof on and get these ends screwed together. So there we go. And I can get this repainted and start getting this wallpapered. Here we go. All right, now let me get the other back. Now I need to figure out why this is not sitting down. Okay, figured out why this side of the roof wouldn't sit down nice and flush like this side did, because this was protruding out a little bit more. So apparently that was the way it was when I purchased this, and I never noticed it when I took it apart. So this just needed to get planed down and then sanded, and now it fits just like the other side does, nice and tight, and everything looks good. I have this on. It's not coming off again now. We're done with it. So that's how the back side looks. The door to the tack room opens so they can go in from the back of the barn. And the stall door opens so they can turn the horse out into the paddock during the day. I don't think we need any more to add to the back of the barn. So I'm going to turn it around. It's a lot more stable now. I don't worry too much now about these ends coming off because the roof is now holding it on. And we get a better idea. We get a better idea of what kind of angle is going to be up here to work with the rooms. I think we're probably going to lose about that much in floor space because of the slope. It's not going to give us much. Well, you guys know what I'm trying to say. So now I can get the wallpaper in, and I can get this mess here cleaned up because I didn't paint down enough with the gray, and I have to retouch up the white because it's marked up from the edge of the platform. But so when we get all that done, that's what it'll look like. All right. Now this is going to be the kitchen floor. This will be the bedroom floor. And back here will be the bathroom floor. I'm going to make it, I think, pretty close to as far out as this flooring comes, and that'll give this room division, and it'll give this room some division with a little bit of a walkway. I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. And I also have another really, really great idea. On this side is going to be the stairway. I'm going to have to cut another piece of chipboard, I think, and set the whole barn on it because the posts for the stairs are going to need a base. So I'm going to I'm going to ask my husband to cut another piece of plywood that will extend out a little bit here on this side. And on this side, I want to cut another door. I'm going to make this a sliding door so it could be slid. And I'm going to make a balcony out here, and that balcony will need posts. So I'll have to extend the platform this way to accommodate. And this, I think, is where we'll put our hanging baskets. We'll put some little hooks up here because the door, I believe, will slide inside. We haven't got that. I haven't got that far yet. I've just realized this morning I want to put a balcony on this side and another door because we don't have enough emergency exits from the second story here. We only have the one door in this teeny little window. So I'm going to make this whole window, cut it out, and make a sliding door. So that'll be another emergency exit. And then maybe alongside, I'll put one of those. I'll secure the ladder to the side of the barn so they can rush out onto the balcony, jump onto the ladder, and crawl down should an emergency arise. Okay, onward. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is to go ahead, I think, and fix this mess here and this barked up stuff, and then go ahead and get my wallpaper here on, and then seriously think about where my walls are going to be, and maybe, yeah, if I go that tall, I'll lose a lot of wall, but if I go down like this, that's still doable. We could have like a little kitchen sink, a little shelf with a little apartment refrigerator on it, and I think we'll, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to clean up this mess here and get this repainted, get the wallpaper in, and then I'm going to start thinking about where I want this back wall, how high I need to have it cut. And I'm going to, I don't know if I'm going to do it with cardboard yet or thin pieces of wood. I might do thin pieces of wood. Now I need to start thinking before we start doing. Thanks for watching. You guys leave me any comments you might have about what we're doing and how exciting the fact is that now we are upstairs working. And I'll see you again. Bye.